High school basketball is on the air. It's March Madness time. Hi, this is Larry Proietti, inviting you to join Nick Proietti and me as we're in Casper this weekend for Class 2A State Championship basketball action and Class 4A Regional Championship action as well. High school hoops on 1480 KRAE is being brought to you by our fine sports sponsors. Now let's send it to Casper, Wyoming. We can be either at the Ford Center, we can be at Casper College, or we can be at Casper Natrona High School. Action aplenty coming your way on 1480 KRAE. Before the opening tap of this contest, let's check in with our pregame show right here on 1480 KRAE Cheyenne.
To the Ford Wyoming Center, here formerly the Event Center, as we get ready to bring one more game to you, and this is the final game of the session, which will determine who's going to the state championship. They will face the Bighorn Rams. Bighorn Rams held off Tongue River and won 55-53. So the Rams awaiting the winner of the Cougars and, of course, the Pine Bluffs Hornets. I'm Larry Proietti. He's Nick Proietti. Nick, you got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. Let's do it.
Pine Bluffs, again, they are the 2C coming out of the East region. They are your defending 2A state champion. So, again, they're looking to get back in that state title picture. Again, Wind River, your number one seed out of the West. How we got to this point. Again, we look back to, again, games of yesterday at Casper College for Pine Bluffs. Again, it was a victory over Kimmer, again, 70-48, a game we had here live on 1480 KRAE. Wind River defeated Wright 74-68. So, again, that's how it sizes up. Bighorn, again, over Tongue River. So Bighorn awaits, again, Pine Bluffs. Bighorn is your number one seed out of the East. Again, defeat Pine Bluffs in the East Regional Championship. So, again, Bighorn awaiting to see if they will take on and challenge Pine Bluffs. Obviously, Pine Bluffs would love to get into that point to get some revenge against that Bighorn team. Also, to score update as well, too, as we keep an eye out on East Regional 4A action here in town over at Natrona County. Right now, again, let's take a look at for girls action. Central, as we mentioned, Lady Indians in the winning side, again, did lose, though, to Thunder Basin, the Lady Bolts. Central will fall on down, and they will take on Campbell County coming up at 9 a.m. Again, Central and Lady Indians in a loser-out contest against Campbell County coming up early morning tomorrow. Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds, however, got business done against Laramie Lady Plainsmen 58-46, so it'll be East Thunder Basin for the 4A championship. Again, that is, or at least the 4A East Regional Championship. Again, that is determining 1 or 2 seed. Again, a game at least we're kind of deciding that we'll have coming up tomorrow here on 1480
The revenge game for the Lady T-Birds.
Absolutely.
All right, we do want to thank our fine sponsors here for tonight's contest, Hornets and the Cougars. United States Air Force Recruiting Office, Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Dell Range. Page and Zach Lane, number one Properties, Medicap Pharmacy. YO Print LLC, GiftConnections.net, The Donut Shop at Central Avenue, Affordable Computer Repair, 2 doors down, Meridian Trust, Federal Credit Union, MHP LLP, Lennox Auto Body in the Auto Glass and Detail Center, Cheyenne Regional Medical Center, Halliday Motors, Plant Valley Bank, Merritt Plumbing Heating, Cheyenne Urological, Cheyenne Package Ship, Gil Winter Company, Key of Cheyenne, Wyoming Department of Transportation, First Year Bank, Burns Insurance Company, Fab Boys Tire and Auto, Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service. Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. Without them, we would not be here in the Ford Wyoming Center to bring you the Hornets of Pine Bluffs and the Cougars of Wind River. Starting lineups when we come back after this 2-minute timeout. A 2-minute timeout you're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
For nearly 30 years, family-owned and operated Lennox Auto Body, along with the Auto Glass and Detail Center, has been serving our community with quality and customer satisfaction. It's a pretty simple drill. When you want it done right the first time, call Lennox Auto Body for an appointment at 307-634-6608. Lennox Auto Body at 1020 Dunn Avenue and the Auto Glass and Detail Center. Remember, it's not clean until it's Lennox clean at 617 East Pershing Boulevard.
Lennox Auto Body. No shortcuts, no compromise.
Are you looking for a pharmacist who will actually take the time to talk to you? Then come to Medicap Pharmacy. We're dedicated to healthcare only, which means we'll fill your prescription quickly, and then we'll make time to listen, answer your questions, explain your prescriptions, and tell you about possible drug interactions.
Medicap Pharmacy. We'll always make time for you.
Medicap Pharmacy, 1947 Bluegrass Circle, next to Texas Roadhouse in Cheyenne. Or call 635-3712.
Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union is now offering a simple way to help make your money work for you. Meridian Trust will now pay 4% interest on their Max Rewards free checking accounts with balances up to $25,000 per month. Get all the details at mymeridiantrust.com or stop by your local Meridian Trust branch with 3 locations in Cheyenne. 4349 East Lincoln Way, 1602 East Prairie Avenue, and downtown at 2223 Warren Avenue. Right now is the perfect time to become a Meridian Trust member. Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, where your deposits are safely insured by the NCUA. Be sure to stop in today.
If you own a home or property, you have at some time experienced a systems failure, always at the worst possible time. If that happens to you, just call Merritt Plumbing and Heating at 638-0749. Randy Merritt has over 35 years experience of plumbing and heating service. Merritt Plumbing and Heating and their entire crew have one mission: to provide homeowners and businesses throughout southeast Wyoming with reliable, affordable, and honest services. For plumbing and heating, commit this name to memory: Merritt Plumbing and Heating. Online at merrittplumbingandheating.com.
For the Cougars of Wind River, under the direction of head coach Justin Walker. This is the way they'll come out with Braden Leonard. He is a 5'8" senior. He will be joined by Hunter Walker, a 6' senior. J.C. Herbert, a 5'9" senior, also in the starting lineup, along with Wiley Shearer, who is a 6'3" senior, and Rowdy Shearer, a junior at 6'5". So it's Rowdy Shearer, Wiley Shearer, J.C. Herbert, Hunter Walker, and Braden Leonhardt for the Wind River Cougars. For the Pine Bluffs Hornets, under the direction of Tyler Kimsey, in the backcourt it'll be Ryan Fornstrom. He's a point guard at 5'11". He's a senior. Matter of fact, it's an all-senior starting lineup with Alex Sloan at 5'10". In the middle will be Colin Jessen. Jessen, 6'4". At one wing, it'll be Stu Lorick. He's 6'3", and at the other wing will be Dalton Schaefer at 6 foot. So Stu Lorick, along with Fornstrom, Sloan, Jessen, and Schaefer for the Pine Bluffs Hornets. They're in the home white, purple numerals, gold outline, and it says Hornets on the front. And, of course, the Cougars will be in their travel uniforms, their black uniforms. We'll get you that color scheme. It looks like it's going to be black and purple, kind of Colorado Rocky-ish.
Yeah, again, a lot of purple in this, at least contest. Again, interesting for Pine Bluffs going and donning the home whites, again, as they are the 2 seed coming out of the eastern region. Wind River, again, the number 1 seed out of the west. Again, for Pine Bluffs, looking to do the same of what we had earlier with the Burns Lady Bronx. Again, the Lady Bronx for the first time since 2011 will, again, compete for a state title again for the Lady Bronx. They will look for their first ever state title coming up tomorrow at 5 p.m. as they will take on, again, remind me very quickly, Lingle Fort Laramie.
Yeah,
they will
the
see
Lady Darters, they were in a battle with Tongue River, and they pulled that one off. And again, for the Lady Bronx, a very winnable game on tap for tomorrow, and the winner of this contest could have a very winnable game against Bighorn. Yeah. Bighorn's got some flaws.
Yeah, Lady Bronx, again, picking up a victory against Lingle Fort Laramie. Again, those two teams seeing each other very well in the southeast quadrant. Again, Class 2A. So, again, for the Burns Lady Bronx, again, a date with destiny of the team of, again, the Cinderella team, so to speak. Again, the 4 seed looking to, again, surprise the entire state in Class 2A, and hopefully they will be able to coming up tomorrow, 5 o'clock here at the Ford Wyoming Center. For the Pine Bluffs Hornets, again, they are defending 2A champs. They got the big target on their backs, but again, hopefully they are able to get past this very talented Wind River team that, again, took down, again, at least were very successful against a Wright team out of the eastern region. Again, Wind River winning it, last night, 74-68. So, again, this is the final game here of 2A, the state tournament. To determine, again, the seedings, or at least the final four.
Wind River in the travel black numerals, black uniforms with the purple numerals, white outline, Cougars across the front. Again, the home jerseys for the Pine Bluffs Hornets. We will take a quick 60-second timeout. A 60-second timeout. Come back to opening tap right after this here on 1480 KRAE.
MHP is a certified public accounting and consulting firm located in Bow, Cheyenne, and Fort Collins, offering accounting, tax, and consulting services to businesses, not-for-profit, government, and individual clients. MHP takes pride in their commitment to providing close, personal attention to their clients. They also continue to invest time and resources in continuing education, state-of-the-art computer technology, and valuing their relationships with you. MHP is a proud supporter of local and UW athletics. MHP, 314 West 18th Street, or call 634-2151. Proud supporters of Cheyenne and community athletes Paige and Zach Lane with Number One Properties would like to wish all the high school and college athletes a successful year on the field and on the court. They have and will continue to support student athletes and are proud to be members of the Cheyenne community. Contact Paige and Zach if you want to sell or buy a home. A special thank you for referrals as well. From your friends at Number One Properties, Paige and Zach Lane. Call 307-214-0827.
Introduced as the Hornets, again, as we mentioned earlier, it'll be Fornstrom, Lurick, Schaefer, Jessen, and Sloan to start things off. I think a very key element in this game for Pine Bluffs, you got to keep Colin Jessen on the floor.
Plain and simple again, as he ran into a little foul difficulty yesterday. Again, without a doubt, you got to keep him out there to get away from those situations. Again, I think as again we look at right now the starting lineups for both at least both teams. Again, looking at the size matchup, looks like Wind River's going to have a slight advantage, especially with one big in the backcourt.
So Lurick will jump center circle against Wiley Shearer. Officials checking with everybody.
A familiar crew that we have seen, especially down in Cheyenne.
Tap comes down, tracked down by Jessen, and into the hands of Fornstrom. Pine will be going left to right across your radio dial as well as your live stream. And Fornstrom has his pocket picked right away, and I think will commit the foul in the process, trying to get the ball back. Took his eye off the prize and got his pocket picked by J.C. Herbert.
So just like that, first team foul going against the Hornets here.
Walker drops it back to Leonhardt. Leonhardt over the timeline. Looking for some help. Finds Herbert. Now they go on top to Walker. Walker to Herbert. Baseline jumper. Good. First points by the Cougars after the foul by Fornstrom. Lurick will trot it on down. Stu finds Schaefer. Schaefer now to Sloan on top. Far side Fornstrom. Down low they go to Lurick. Lurick leans in with the right hand. Good. And we're knotted up in twos. Just underway, first minute of play. The winner to take on Bighorn out of control was Leonhardt. And you know, I was thinking about this. You took off and a charge on Leonhardt. You have defenses. You have man-on-man. You have zone. I think the charge now is the third defense that teams now implore or put to good use.
It certainly seems like it.
We saw about 10 charges last game.
Again, fairly tightly called, at least, contest between Tongue River Bighorn.
Schaefer pump fakes and gives it off to Fornstrom. Fornstrom being pushed from behind. And I think that one is going to go against Herbert, his first.
Team second called against Wind River.
2-2 our score. Inbounds to Schaefer. Schaefer caught one in the chin by Herbert, misses the shot. Jessen comes away with the rebound to Lurick, back to Schaefer. Hits off the side of the backboard. Gets it again out to Lurick, the long rebound. Third time by Fornstrom. This time is a miss. Rebound pulled down by Leonhardt. He will pump it up quickly into the hands. And ball stripped away as Walker loses the handle, and Lurick will bring it down. Nice job by Stu. Fornstrom on the near side on the angle. They go down low, and matter of fact, correct me if I'm wrong, look, Walker looked like he had a headlock on him. It is WWE SmackDown night tonight, right?
Team's third foul called against the Cougars.
So inbounds will come to Sloan. Sloan on top to Jessen. Down low they go to Lurick. Leans in, he gets it to go. So the continuation foul nets a bucket, and we'll see who the foul is on. The foul will be on, I think it's going to be on Rowdy Shearer.
It looks like that will be the case. He'll pick up his first foul. Again, count the basket. It's good.
Justin Walker wants to talk to the official about it. And that shot is good. They also want to get their 2 cents in. And again, ball comes our way. It went off my fingers. I know. I'm a catcher, too. So the ball flips over my head. And we'll get back to live action. Ball tipped away, and it'll be Cougars basketball. Far side into the hands of Herbert. He'll step back for the trifecta, and he'll nail it. So right now we are tied 5-5 here in the early part of the first quarter. Both teams are finding ways to put it in the hole. Lurick lost his balance and loses the basketball to Wiley Shearer. Shearer will bowl over Schaefer, and guess what? A charging call. No bucket.
How about the 5th whistle now against the Cougars?
And we'll get a substitution in for Wind River. That will be Wambly Romero. Romero is a junior, so he'll make his first appearance. Sloan pops it into Schaefer. Schaefer in the backcourt gets the screen, and then a bad pass by Schaefer, and a turnover by the Hornets. So the Hornets give the ball right back to the Cougars. Leonhardt into the near court, finds Romero. Romero with the left hand, takes it to the top of the key. Now they'll kick it over to Leonhardt for 3. That won't go. Schaefer clears the board away, wipes it clean, and gives it off to Fornstrom. Fornstrom working on Herbert, kicks it out to Lurick for 3. That one skims off the rim. Romero leans out for the rebound, gets it into the hands of Leonhardt. Leonhardt sends it on top to Herbert. Herbert drives inside, and yet another charging call. Sloan takes that one, and the foul will be on Herbert. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nick. That would be number 2.
You are correct. That will be his 2nd foul. That'll be team 6 called against Wind River. Again, it seems like majority of them have been that charge.
And Hunter Walker now will have to come in. Herbert will sit down.
Little foul discrepancy here early on, as again it is 6-1 against 7 whistles. 6 of them have gone against the Cougars.
But am I right, though? Isn't that the new defense, the charge?
Evidently, and again, teams are using it, especially Pine, to their advantage.
Justin Lurick has checked in for Sloan. Fires across the way to Schaefer on the far side. Now on top they go to Forrester with a running right hand. Good. So Ryan puts the Hornets back on top, 7-5. Long range 3. That one will miss by Leonhardt and cleared away by Justin Lurick. Over to Fornstrom. Fornstrom terminates the dribble. Now in the corner to down low to Schaefer. Schaefer to Lurick. And Lurick, little 4-footer, makes it now a 9-5 score. Romero sends it on top to Leonhardt. Leonhardt drives in with a left hand. Hard off the window. That won't go. Cleared away by Stu Lurick. And for the Hornets, they'll slow it down. Lurick will give it off to Schaefer. Check that. Fornstrom on top. They go to Jessen, down low to Lurick. Lurick took himself too far low. Gets the ball back after the miss. Nice job by Stu Lurick, as he will be fouled, and he'll shoot a couple of times. The foul this time will be on Leonhardt.
As he will pick up his 2nd foul. How about this? Team 7th called against the Cougars, so bonus time already for Pine Bluffs. They get the bonus all the way till, again, half.
So Stu Lurick at the line. The senior first shot is good. And it's now a 10-5 Pine lead. Sloan will come back in. He'll come in for Schaefer.
That was Stu Lurick so far. Again, 8 of 10 points for Pine Bluff so far.
Leonhardt will come on out for the Cougars. And we'll see Mato Amos. He's a sophomore. He's 5'7". First time for him tonight. And Lurick cans both free throws. Stu was very important in the win last night, too, especially when Jesse getting into foul difficulty. He had to play that pivot role quite a bit. Lurick almost stripped the ball away from Wiley Shearer. Long range jumper, that won't connect by Walker. Here come the Hornets as Fornstrom will set up the offense. Fornstrom wants to get inside. He does so. Leans in with the layup with the right hand off the left side, and it's 13-5. Wow. Romero now to Walker, and it got a timeout called by head coach Justin Walker. 13-5 in favor of the Hornets. 3:17 to go in the period. We're back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Tired of choosing between spending and saving? Platte Valley Bank can help you take care of everything without missing anything. Managing your money can seem overwhelming. PV Budget helps you evaluate your spending, set savings goals, and create a budget that's easy to follow. Look for the PV Budget tool next time you log on to your online or mobile banking account. Take charge of your money and get your financial life on track. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Laramie County, I'll tell you what, tip your cap right now to the Burns Lady Broncs. They have made it to the state finals. Pine Bluffs Hornets looking to come back again to the state finals. Eastern Laramie County basketball is very proud of you right now. Again, the county residents are very happy with this basketball success we've seen here in Casper. We'll have a foul down low as Sloan tried to sneak in. Looked like he hit all ball. But again, the residents of Eastern Laramie County, especially Burns, got to be very excited. Since 2011, first time for the Lady Broncs. And then, of course, with the Hornets, if they come back for a repeat, it's going to be exciting state championship action tomorrow. Shearer misses. Wiley Shearer with an air ball. And Sloan will come away with it as he battles Walker for the rebound. Into the hands now of Fornstrom on the wing. They go to Justin Lurick. Back on top they go to Fornstrom across the way over to Sloan. Sloan on top now to Lurick. Jessen back in. Jessen takes a couple of dribbles. Got a little clumsy with the dribbles. To Sloan, now to Justin Lurick. He couldn't get the three off. They'll send it back to Fornstrom and reload the offense. Fornstrom now brings it over to the near side. In the wing to Lurick. Now inside to Jessen. Jessen hits the floor awfully hard. And he's picked up immediately by Stu Lurick. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot two.
Team's 8th whistle against Wind River right there.
That will be on Walker.
As he'll pick up his second foul. Again, you talk about Eastern Laramie County as, again, we'll have a timeout for.
I think Jessen's got a bloody nose.
Yeah.
So he'll have to come off the floor. It doesn't look like any blood leaked on the floor.
It's all kind of in his head. Again, we talk about basketball here in 2A, again, Eastern Laramie County. Again, it just seems Laramie County in whole, again, basketball's pretty damn healthy with, again, Pine Bluffs, Burns, Cheyenne East, Central.
So I think what they're going to do now is.
I think they're going to check on the floor.
So they're going to.
I think they're going to.
Yeah, take a walk through just to make sure the floor is blood free.
Again, with the exit of Jessen as well, too, as they'll bring out paper towel. But again.
And disinfectant.
Yeah. But as we'll have a pause again for the Burns Lady Broncs, again, first time that they are in the state title game since 2011. They're looking for their first ever state championship. For the Pine Bluffs Hornets, again, they're looking to get back in the state tournament since the state championship from last year. Again, we know that so far right now, the team that has stamped their ticket, at least to the state tournament for, again, 4A, we know Cheyenne East, both boys and girls, are moving on. Central boys and girls got a little extra work to do as they'll have the early morning games on the loser bracket coming up tomorrow. So, again, they still have a chance to exit on out, but hopefully they'll be able to get it done. But so far, again, Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds, they're defending 4A state champs. Yeah. So they're looking to get back. Cheyenne East boys.
Hopefully they get a win tonight. They got the Laramie Plainsmen, right?
They already won.
Oh, so they are also punching their tickets.
So both East teams, again, have already moved on.
So basketball, again, Laramie County and Eastern Laramie County doing pretty doggone good right now. Again, as we had head coach for the Burns Lady Broncs came on over and talked to us. He wanted to be on our post-game show. Barry Ward, we couldn't get him on because we had already signed off. He will chat with us tomorrow, talking about the excitement that his kids have. Again, Dahl Cower, I tell you, the senior has really, really ramped it up. I mean, she has been spectacular in the first two games of the state tournament. Missed shot by Schaefer as he comes in for Jessen for the free throws. It's still 13-5 with 2:28 to go here in the first period. Second shot on the way. That one is a winner, and it's 14-5. Quickly, Amos throws it away. He was trying to hook up with Romero, and that one was so wild it ended up in the first row of the stands.
9-point advantage right now for Pine Bluffs.
Fornstrom will bring it into Lurick.
Pine Bluffs last night again with a comfortable win over Kimmer.
Schaefer back over to Fornstrom. Fornstrom sporting those nice pink shoes. Throws it too high for Lurick. And again, usually when you're wearing those type of shoes, you are, I'm venturing to say, for breast cancer awareness. If you are wearing those type of pink shoes.
Or maybe he just likes the color.
I don't know. But I'm not going to make fun of him, that's for sure. And then we're going to get a nice job defensively as it was across the way. I want to say that was Romero who was tied up, and he stepped out. So on the turnover, it will be back to the Hornets. 14-5 our score, about $1.55 left to go in the quarter. Fornstrom being guarded by Romero. Wants to get down low. White Carter into the contest. He has the basketball on top. Carter finds Fornstrom. On the angle, down low they go. Lurick leans in, a little long, strong. Battles for his own rebound, then goes back to the bucket. He is right now working over Rowdy Shearer underneath. And Shearer will pick up the foul. That should be his second.
His second, team's 9th now against the Cougars. Again, talk about early foul trouble right now for Wind River. Again, we're still in the first quarter.
So Lurick will go to the line, shooting 2. And now free throws not falling in like they used to. We'll see Sean Schmidl come on in. Schmidl, who's had quite a bit of action. He is a sophomore. He's a 6-footer. He will check in right now for, I do believe that was Carter. And the second shot is good. So the lead extends out now to 10 for the Hornets. Backcourt pressure. Rowdy Shearer loses the basketball, take it away, ends up with the hands of Fornstrom. Fornstrom hits the floor hard, but puts it up and in. Nice job. And this floor is a little hard here at the Ford Wyoming Center. Long range three by Wiley Shearer. That won't go. It's tapped around. Ends up with the hands of Fornstrom. Almost lost the handle. And now he will set the offense in motion. In the corner, Lurick open for three. Bang! And a Justin Lurick trifecta from the corner makes it 20-5. Schmidl blocks the ball in the backcourt. Then, bad pass by Amos, taken by Stu Lurick, misses the layup. Follow up by Schmidl, hangs on the rim, can't get it to go. The Hornets battling for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Shearer. Wiley banks it off the glass, count the bucket, and he will be fouled by Stu Lurick. Oh my, for the Hornets, they blew not one but two opportunities point blank. So Shearer will head to the line for the old-fashioned three. Jessen's back, that's good to see. We'll also see Jacob Slade the sophomore.
Again, on that foul, Stu Lurick picking up his first, team's third called against the Pine Bluffs Hornets. Again, the basket does count, 20-7, advantage Pine Bluffs.
So Shearer will be out the line for the old-fashioned three. He will pop it home. So the Cougars draw within a dozen. Slade now in at the point as they'll give a little rest to Fornstrom. Slade, the sophomore. On top, they go to Schmidl. Schmidl hands it off to Slade. Over to Justin Lurick. Lurick on a bounce over to Slade. On the angle, again staying outside the perimeter. Again, two lines on this floor. Driving is Lurick. His pass is knocked away, taken away by Wiley Shearer. As it was blocked by Wiley Shearer, ends up in the hands of Rowdy Shearer. Now here come the Cougars on the run. Long range, little short running jumper by Leonhardt does not hit, and the Hornets come away with it. Schaefer with 2 seconds left gets it in, and the miss by Jessen, and we have completed one. It is Pine Bluffs 20 and Wind River 8. We'll be back after a 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Brand new to Cheyenne and Laramie County is WHSAA Print, where you'll get quality embroidery, screen printing, custom apparel, and they also offer a customized online shopping experience, which is perfect for all schools, groups, and individuals. Check out their website at wyo-print.com. You can also call Tyler today at 307-369-1327 or send him an email at tyler@wyo-print.com for more information. WHSAA Print is proud to be a sponsor of our local and area high school basketball teams throughout this season.
17 years, and we're still striving to offer you the best value in a new vehicle. I'm AJ Miller here at Kia of Cheyenne. Come by and see the new 2023 Kia Sportage. 3 models and 7 trims available with powerful engine options, premium interiors, and on-demand tech features. Kia gives you more with an industry-leading warranty and roadside assistance from over 17,000 providers. Come into Kia of Cheyenne, call 775-0123 or go to kiaofcheyenne.com and we'll make it easy.
On the floor for the Hornets. We want to mention that Colin Jessen switched numbers. He's not wearing 22 anymore. He's wearing 45. Had to get the blood stains out of there because they will be wearing another jersey tomorrow. Got a hand check foul on Schaefer on the drive to the hoop by Herbert. So for Schaefer, he'll pick up the personal. And the inbounds will come to Romero. Romero down low. Blocked! Howdy, sure blocked by Stu Lorick. Down court quickly to Fornstrom. He waits for the traffic to pass. He'll kiss it off the glass and good. Herbert on the far side trying to get past Sloan. Now they'll send it back for the long range three by Leonhardt. That's an air ball. Ends up in the hands of Fornstrom. Fornstrom will give it off to Lorick. Stu pushes it down in and out of the hands of Schaefer. Back to Lorick. Lorick loses his footing. Now to Jessen on top. Now they'll wait till everybody gets up and gets reset. Fornstrom wants to slither in. He does so. Hits the deck. Jessen comes out the rebound with the left hand up the window and good. Pine 24 and Wind River 8. Romero to Leonhardt. Leonhardt backs it up near center court.
Wind River will slow things down here, set up the offense.
Romero on top to Herbert. Far side to Leonhardt. Now on top to Rowdy Sure. Romero outside on the near side.
Nice man-on-man defense here by Pine, just denying anything.
Yeah. The seniors out there showing they mean business.
They're just daring Wind River to shoot from range.
Yeah. Romero gets it down low. This time Rowdy Sure will sneak in under the armpit of Lurick for the hoop. So it's 24-10. And now we're going to get a hand check foul. That will be on Wiley Sure. So for Wiley.
As that'll be the 10th whistle going against the Cougars. Double bonus already for Pine Bluffs.
For the rest of the half with 6:16 to go. We'll see Justin Lurick come in.
How about all the starting 5 right now for Wind River, all with 2 fouls.
Unbelievable. Lurick's first free throw attempt rims out left side. So Justin Lurick will come in for Sloan. And also back in for Wind River, it looks like that would be Calder Johnson. Second shot, that one is a go for Lurick right now. I think I got him down.
Should have 11.
Yeah, 11 points. Here's a long range three by Herbert. That won't go. The rebound gobbled up by Schaefer. Quickly to Lurick. Over to Justin. Now back over to Schaefer. Schaefer on top to Stu. Stu, NBA three. Bang! Oh, my. That is the NBA three. 28-10 as Stu Lurick bombed home a huge tray. Herbert tried to lob one down to Wiley Shearer. Shearer guarded by Jessen. Now they'll send it back out on top to Leonhardt via Herbert. Leonhardt, Romero. Romero trying to drive on Fornstrom. That gets cut off. Now back on top to Wiley Shearer. He is tripped up by Jessen. He will slide on the floor. Picked up by Jessen. And for Colin, that is his first foul.
His first, team's 5th called against Pine Bluffs. All 5 starters with a foul apiece for the Hornets.
5:23 left to go on the Taco John scoreboard. First half, Hornets lead 28-10. Herbert, far side. Now on top, they go to Wiley Shearer for 3. That won't go. The bounce comes out, saved by no. And Jessen, besides getting a bloody nose, now he's hit the table hard here, and he's picked up.
He will be okay.
Collins selling out here today. I think he'll come on out, and Schmidt will come back in.
Again, he realizes what's on the line. Again, a chance to compete for another state championship. 5:08 to go before half.
Let's put it this way, that's going to leave a mark. There's no doubt about that one. Inbounds will come to Romero. Romero back to Leonhardt. Leonhardt on the near side. Stays outside, wanted to get inside, couldn't do so. Wiley Shearer now kicks it into the corner to Herbert. Herbert caught up in traffic to Romero. Romero leaner from the baseline, can't get it to go. Last touch by, I think it went off Walker. And for the Hornets, they will have the basketball.
With an 18-point lead, again, unbelievable. This is what we've come to expect out of Pine Bluffs during the regular season, but now doing it here in the postseason.
Lurick hands it back to Fornstrom. Fornstrom loses the handle. Nice job. And the tie-up with Herbert, and it'll be out to the Hornets. That was a good job by Herbert. Give him his due.
The Hornets, again, will inbound the basketball. Possession arrow in favor of them.
These point guards are theft artists. They can pick your pocket any given time. Inbounds will come to Schaefer. Schaefer over to Fornstrom. On top, they go to Lurick. He'll step back for the trifecta. New. Kept alive by Schmidl. I think Schmidl with the loose ball foul over the back.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the case. 16th foul called against the Hornets there.
Stops the clock with 4:30 left to go until halftime. Still an 18-point advantage for the Hornets. As Leonhardt pops it over to Herbert. Now they go on top to Walker. Back over to Herbert. Drives along the baseline. Lays it off the glass. Good. That was a nice little move. Nifty move by Herbert. And whittles the deficit down to 16. Fornstrom looking for some help. Reach-in foul by Herbert. And it will send Fornstrom to the line to shoot 2. Nice job by Fornstrom as he got it to pop off the glass. Unfortunately, well before the shot.
For Herbert, that'll be his 3rd foul. And again, that will be around the 11th whistle so far here in the first half against Wind River.
So Justin Walker, head coach, might want to keep an eye on Herbert now with 3 fouls. It will be Ryan Fornstrom at the line shooting 2. First shot is good. Leaned that one in. So Jessen will come back in. He will come in for Lurick. And we will also see Slade in for the Hornets. Second shot on the way. And that one is also good. So for the Pine Bluffs Hornets, their lead now extends to 30-12. Leonhardt calls out the play. Herbert, far side, on top to Romero. Now they'll get it over in the near side. Staying outside to Leonhardt. Walker, Romero. Romero with the left hand, wanted to get inside. Lost the handle momentarily, gets it back. Gives it off to Leonhardt. They reset the offense with 3:38 to go on the Taco John scoreboard. Herbert on top. Wiley Shearer, he works on checked it on Schmidl. Misses the shot, covered up by Fornstrom. And the Hornets will now go to work offensively. Fornstrom bounced it right off the face. And I think you got to credit Herbert, who might have got a piece of that, as that one came flying. He was shot out of a cannon and hit Slade right in the face. He's okay.
Got off the nose, and again, he took that.
He's wincing a little bit, but he'll get over it. Leonhardt on the angle far side. Now on top, they go to Wiley Shearer. Back to Leonhardt with the left hand. He'll step back for the tray. Can't get it to go. Schmidl all alone for the rebound. Good job boxing out by the Hornets on the defensive side. Slade on the far side hands it over to Schaefer. Schaefer slips on the floor again, gets it down to Jessen, and Jessen finds a wide open Schmidl, who kisses it off the window and good. Romero over the timeline on a bounce to Leonhardt. Leonhardt on the wing to Wiley Shearer. He misses it. One done, and the rebound into the hands of Ryan Fornstrom. Fornstrom over to Slade. Now to Schaefer for three. That one won't fall. Rebound hauled in by Shearer. Wiley Shearer with 2:19 to go. Hornets lead 32-12. Into the corner, it's Herbert near side. Now they'll send it back out to Leonhardt as we're approaching under 2 minutes here in just a bit. Herbert rolls one up and in. How about that? Banked it off the window, hits the floor, and draws the foul. Whom? It's going to be on, is it going to be on Jessen?
It'll be the 7th whistle going against Pine Bluffs. Again, bonus time now for the Cougars. It looks like Jessen will pick up that foul.
As he just got past Jessen, and Fornstrom tried to pick him up, couldn't do so. So an old-fashioned three on the way here for Herbert. And he converts, makes it 32-15. Stu Lorick back in, Wyatt Carter also back in. Fornstrom and Jessen checking on out. Got about $1.50 to go on the Taco John scoreboard. High on top, they go to Schmidl. Sean hands it back to Dalton Schaefer. Schaefer now to Lorick, who's checked back in. Stu wants to take it inside, pull up, off the fingers. No, off the palm. Second time off the fingers as he gets to the offensive board and hits the little 6-footer. And it's 34-15. Leonhardt near side, they'll go outside to Herbert, down low, wide open is Walker, and we got Wyatt Carter down, who might have twisted his ankle, got caught up in some traffic there. He's going to have to limp off, and Fornstrom will have to come back in, count the bucket though for Walker. Walker, that's why he was wide open, because Carter hit the deck.
7-point lead right now, 17-point lead for the Pine Bluffs Hornets. Minute 20 to go before half.
Slade at the point. It was a short rest for Fornstrom. Slade being harassed. And a timeout called quickly by Tyler Kimsey as Slade kind of froze. Deer in the headlights look. 1:06 to go. It's 34-7. We're back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
With 6 crunchy beef tacos plus a pound of potato olays, our 6-pack and a pound is perfect for date night, movie night, 1,000-piece puzzle night, camping, tailgates, or any day that ends in Y.
Get $2 off the 6-pack and a pound, only from Taco John's.
Use numbers. The Hornets are 17 minutes and 6 seconds away from heading back to the big dance as we're approaching halftime in this one. Pine leads 34-17. Fornstrom across the way in front of the announcer's table will trigger it into Slade. Slade over the center stripe. Hands it back to Fornstrom. Fornstrom been working hard with Herbert. Herbert with 3 fouls. Schmidl now to Slade. He'll step back for the tray. Air ball. How about Stu Lorick? He has gobbled up some offensive boards and putbacks. 36-17. Herbert, he wants to get inside. And has a shot blocked. But he gets it back. Slade couldn't come away with it. Leans under the bucket. He misses it. Walker comes away with it. So Leonhardt hits the trifecta. Oh, slippery basketball. And for the Hornets, they'll give up the tray. 36-20 with 25 seconds to go. Schaefer kicks it over to Slade in the corner near side. Now on top they go to Lorick. Lorick works on Wiley Shearer. Double team, leans in, misses the shot. Battles for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Wiley Shearer. Shearer pushing it up quickly. Dumps it, well, down low along the baseline. Unfortunately, Herbert had stopped. So for the Hornets, they'll get one last shot with 5.9 seconds to go. And you want to put it in the hands of Fornstrom. He's a flyer. Fornstrom gets down, pump fakes, shoots one up for 3, flops, no good. And we have reached halftime. Pine Bluffs 36, Wind River 20. We will be back to the Ford Wyoming Center after a 2-minute timeout. You are listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Each of us comes with a different story, a different way of looking at the world. So whatever it is that makes you different will make all the difference. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Your home deserves the very best, that's what we give to you. When it comes to vinyl windows, no need to be confused. We manufacture in Wyoming, build them all right here. 'Cause we know the climate, suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Fat Boys Tire and Auto.
When you need tires or auto repairs, find the Fat Boys. The Fat Boys family has been serving Wyoming and Nebraska for over 50 years, and we offer your family the best selection and service in the region with expert advice and quality work done right the first time. Get price quotes and schedule service at fatboystires.com.
Before you go flat, you better go fat. Fat Boys Tire and Auto.
Hey guys. He's not wearing anything.
What? Hi, I'd like to order a hot chocolate, please. What? Are you...
Halftime. Pine Bluffs leads 36-20. Let's check out the first half stats for the visiting Wind River Cougars. 8 of 25 from the field, 32% from the land of 3-2 of 11, 18% they are 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Rebounds, well, they are getting outboarded by the Hornets, a total of 10 boards, 8 defensively, 2 on the offensive side. They have 11 fouls, 3 of them by Herbert alone, 2 for Leonhardt, Walker, as well as Shearer, both the Shearers, Rowdy and Wiley. They've turned it over 9 times. They got a couple of steals. Leading scorer is J.C. Herbert at the intermission. He has 10 points. Then it falls way off. 3 for Leonhardt, 2 for Calder Johnson, 2 for Wiley Shearer, and 2 points for Rowdy Shearer. 3 points, that is, for Wiley Shearer. They scored 8 in the first quarter, 12 in quarter number 2. For the Hornets, 13 of 29 from the field, 45%, 2 of 9 from beyond the arc, 22%, 8 of 11 from the free throw line, that's 73%. How about 23 boards for the Hornets, 15 defensively, 8 offensively. They are being led at the intermission by Stu Lower. He has 18 points, along with 6 rebounds. Fornstrom already in double digits with 10. 3 points for Justin Lorick, 2 for Sean Schmidl off the bench. Colin Jessen with 2, and only 1 point for Dalton Schaefer. Foul difficulty right now, Jessen the only one in difficulty with 2 personal fouls, 1 for Fornstrom, 1 for Stu Lorick, 1 for Alex Sloan, and 1 foul that has been whistled against Dalton Schaefer and 1 against Sean Schmidl. They turned the ball over 2 times, a couple of block shots, and 3 steals, scoring by the quarters Hornets 20 and 16, 36-20 at the intermission.
If you're looking for foul trouble, you look to Wind River with all their starting 5, again 2 apiece, and then Herbert with 3. So interesting to see how they approach it coming up in the second half. Again, trailing by 16, but for Pine Bluffs, again, recapping what we just saw. Again, it was high octane, fast pace. That is Pine Bluffs basketball, and again, they used it to a T, and again, find themselves with a heavy lead, anticipating that they will, for the next 16 minutes, just turn up to, again, that next level, as we've seen, again, at least at a few contests that we've had with the Pine Bluffs Hornets. Again, they know what's on stake. They know what to do to get past this Wind River team. And again, whoever wins this contest has a date with Bighorn, where again, for Pine Bluffs, guess what? it came down to the East Regional Championship against Big Horn. Big Horn got the victory. That's why they're the number 1 seed out of the Eastern Conference. So again, for Pine Bluffs, got to imagine that they want a little revenge and again for a state championship opportunity for a possible repeat for the Pine Bluffs Hornets coming up tomorrow.
And for the Lady Broncs, they will have a date with the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers. So yet again, it will be Eastern Wyoming Championship. Hopefully, if the Hornets can continue on with a victory march to that title run. Again, 36-20 is our score at the intermission. Where are we going to be at tomorrow? We'll tell you about it after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
She shoots, she scores. It's nothing but net for your family dinner tonight at Two Doors Down. Two Doors Down is perfect for the active family with an expanded menu featuring Cheyenne's favorite gourmet burgers served with bottomless fries to your favorite platters, pastas, pizzas, salads, a full kids menu, and much, much more. It's Two Doors Down. For a complete menu and specials, go to twodoorsdown.net. Two Doors Down, 118 East 17th Street. Flippin' great burgers since 2009.
Lanny at Affordable Computer Repair in Cheyenne is proud to be sponsoring March Madness, featuring our local high schools. Whenever your personal computer, laptop, or iPad is not performing to your standards, then it's time to call Affordable Computer Repair in Cheyenne at 307-256-8971 and let Lanny's many years of experience fix or address the problems that may exist. Also, watch out for those bad elements out there to harm your computer. Affordable Computer Repair is the perfect choice to consult you on the proper maintenance for your systems. Good luck to all of our high schools in tournament action from Affordable Computer Repair in Cheyenne.
Wyoming owned and operated since 1971, Burns Insurance is Wyoming's right choice for your insurance needs. Burns Insurance is a trusted choice, full-service, independent insurance agency offering a full range of commercial, agricultural, and personal insurance products through many national and regional carriers. Let our friendly, experienced agents help you find the right product at the right price for your asset protection. Buy the policy, get the agent at Burns Insurance, your right choice. Find Burns Insurance on Facebook or at burnsia.com.
30 years of service and care for Cheyenne and the surrounding area continues at Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service. Hi, this is Larry Proietti. For cars in downtown Cheyenne, this is the only place I take my vehicle for service, be it just an oil change, timing belt, checking on my heating and air conditioning unit, and even to replace a burnt-out brake light bulb or worn-out windshield wipers. John and his staff are there to take care of most minor repairs. John is even a TechNet professional. What does that mean to you? He's one of the best when it comes to servicing your car or truck. Check out TechNetProfessional.com today. Open Monday through Friday at 604 West Lincoln Way or call Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service for an appointment at 632-0498.
They will be here Friday for sure, and then hopefully Championship Saturday here at the Ford Wyoming Center.
Well, and again, we're guaranteed with that, again, with both East teams making it on to the at least regional championship games. Again, East Lady Thunderbirds will take on Thunder Basin at 12:30 tomorrow at Natrona County High School, which, again, a game we will have here live on 1480 KRAE. Looking forward to that contest. Again, East boys, they await, again, their opponent. Again, that should be determined here very shortly. Central boys and girls, again, have moved on to play Saturday, but they got the early morning contest. So, again, they still have a chance to, again, if they are to lose, their playoff season, at least their postseason play, would come to an end again in this double elimination format of the regional tournament. So, again, we're guaranteed 2. At max, we have a potential of 4 teams to represent in the state tournament coming up next weekend. So that's how it sizes
and
up.
Speaking of 2, we're guaranteed 2 games tomorrow for you. 12:30 at Natrona with the Lady Thunderbirds and the Lady Bolts, the revenge game for the championship of the East Regional Tournament. For the Lady Broncs of Burns, state championship on the line, Class 2A, as they will be taking on the Lingle Lady Doggers, Fort Laramie Lingle Doggers. And again, we look at a possible Game 3 at 8 o'clock, and that would feature the Hornets of Pine Bluffs as they will take on the Bighorn Rams. So the Bighorn Rams have already punched their ticket. Hornets, well, they're 16 minutes away from doing the same, Nick.
Yeah, they certainly are, as, again, big, at least for Burns Lady Broncs, again, first time in the state championship game since 2011. Again, we'll take on a familiar foe of Lingle Fort Laramie. Again, that'll be at 5 o'clock, a game that we will have here live on 1480 KRAE. And, again, at least at Pine, if they are able to pull off the victory here against, again, Wind River, they would meet up, as you mentioned, with Bighorn. That game is at 8 o'clock, and again, we would also to have that championship game here live on 1480 KRAE.
All right, well, we still got 16 minutes to figure out whom will face the Bighorn Rams. Again, the Hornets would like to be there, and you would think tomorrow, too. And it's kind of interesting, Nick. Tomorrow could be that day of revenge games.
Yeah.
East Thunder Basin, Burns matching up with the Lingle Fort Laramie Doggers or the Lady Doggers, and it would be Pine and Bighorn, again, a revenge match there too. So again, be interesting to see how things all pan out on Championship Saturday.
Obviously, the one game we're excited for is, again, Burns Lady Bronx, a 4 coming out of the East Conference. Again, the Cinderella Darlings, that is a part of this state tournament.
It is basketball out to the Cougars, and quickly Herbert kisses it off the glass as they're now going left to right. Crusher ready to dial. Backcourt pressure. Herbert will get the ball to Schaefer. Schaefer into the near court, bounces it back to Fornstrom. Fornstrom to Lurk. He'll take it in, leans in with the left hand, and it trickles on up and in. So it's a 38-22 score. Wiley Shearer fires it over and into the hands of Herbert. Now Herbert to Walker, and he'll throw it off the knees of Jessen. Wow. And Jessen's like, well, why is it out? To them. So Walker will trigger it in. And Schaefer knocks it away, but Leonhardt comes away with it. Schaefer almost got a coast-to-coaster. Herbert, his pass is taken away by Lork. This could be a coast-to-coaster. And he will lay it up and in. Herbert backed off. He's got 3 fouls. Wiley Shearer over to Walker. He steps back for the tray. Banks that one home, and that keeps him in play. 40-25. Schaefer sends it back to Lurk. Lurk now over to Fornstrom. Fornstrom, he'll slither his way in. Loses the handle of the basketball. It's picked up by Fornstrom. He'll put it up and in. One of the Cougars ended up on the deck. Quickly inside is Herbert. Basket good. And I think Fornstrom was out of position. He'll commit the foul. Yes, he will.
Count the basket. It is good. As a foul will go against Fornstrom. He'll pick up his second.
So Alex Slade will come in. He'll come in for Schaefer. And Herbert will miss the free throw attempt. And it's cleared away by Stu Lorick. Quickly to Sloan. Over the timeline. Sloan double team, triple team. Gets it over to Fornstrom. Fornstrom throws up one with the right hand. Misses the mark. Jesse comes down with a rebound to Lorick. Lock load for 3 off the back of the iron. And we got bodies flying. I think they might get Collin on push-off. There was 4 black shirts there.
Either way, we'll go against Pine Bluffs. They'll pick up their team's second foul. As Jessen will pick up the foul. Again, that is now his third. And that's something you talked about in pregame, again, to keep Jessen out of foul trouble.
6:10 to go here in quarter number 3. They'll continue on with Jessen. Leonhardt leans in as he hits the J, and it's 42-27.
42-29.
42-29. I was faster than the scoreboard. Slade over to Fornstrom. Fornstrom down low now to Lurk. He's triple team, drawing a crowd. Hold everything. It's going to be a jump ball, and it will be out to the Hornets. So with that being said, we'll see Herbert and Shearer. That'll be Rowdy Shearer come on out. Romero steps back in. Also for the Cougars, it will be Calder Johnson. How about that bomb? Quickly down court, missing the shot, is Hunter Walker. Man, oh man, for the Pine Bluffs Hornets, when they need it, they get it. Big bomb. Slade. Now they're looking at a zone right now, slapped on by the Cougars. And how about Pine Bluffs being patient? Sloan Back over to Slade. It's just blowing off seconds off the clock right now. And Pine Bluffs is okay with that.
Again, just play keep away. I mean, we've seen this plenty of times from Pine Bluffs.
Yeah. They don't even have to break a sweat on this one.
Again,
Slade.
the benefit of no shot clock.
High on top, they get it to Jessen. Now they'll cross it back over to Fornstrom. Get it down low to Lurick. Now to Sloan. Back to Slade and to Fornstrom. Over to Lurick. He'll drive along the baseline. Finds Sloan in the corner. Now Slade for three. Bang! Jacob Slade trifecta. Back-to-back trays by the Hornets.
Make it now 19-point advantage for Pine Bluffs.
How about two in a row for Slade? Leonhardt runs in. That one rimmed out. And last touched by, I do believe that was Johnson. So Johnson knocks it out. Justin Lurick will come in for Sloan. And the lead is 19. Yeah, I forgot to mention that Slade hit that tray earlier.
He's had back-to-back three-pointers to, again, extend the lead for Pine Bluffs. 4:05 remaining here in the third.
The sophomores had good looks the last two times out. Of course, they were playing keep away for the longest time. Fornstrom, he wants to drive inside. He does so. Left it short. Rebound hauled in by Wiley Shearer. Wiley did not see Romero off to his right. He will throw one up. It's an air ball. He hits the deck, and it is out to the Hornets. I think Shearer was trying to sell that he got fouled, and no one was around him.
It's officiating crew that, again, we've seen a plenty down in Cheyenne, at least officiating 4A basketball. Again, not buying any of it.
Justin Lurick to Slade. Stu gets a screen from Stu. Lurick sets up for another three. That's an air ball. So we got back-to-back air balls. And it will be out now as we see back into the lineup Herbert. 19-point advantage for the Hornets with 3:23 to go here in period number 3. Leonhardt, he steps back for the tray. That's off the back of the iron. Nice block out by Jessen to get the rebound. Outlets it quickly to Stu Lurick, who finds Slade. Slade puts on the brakes, has Justin Lurick open the corner for three. That one skims off the rim, tracked down by Wiley Shearer. Got a 3-on-2. Finds his brother Rowdy, blocked by Lurick, and then tapped by Fornstrom into Lurick's hands, Justin Lurick, and the foul. The foul will be...
It should be on Rowdy Shearer.
Yeah, it's going to be on Rowdy Shearer.
He'll pick up his third, team's first call against the Cougars.
How about that block by Stu Lurick?
He came out of nowhere, just full steam.
Just add that to the resume today, too.
Kind of remind you of, again, I hate to bring it up, but again, the block that LeBron had in the finals against, at least the Warriors back in the day.
Schaefer back in. Has it tipped away into the hands of Stu Lurick. Back to Dalton. Dalton now on top to Jessen. Jessen hands it off to Slade. Slade to Justin Lurick. Now to Jessen. He steps back for the jumper. Had a good look at it. Couldn't get it to go. Pulled down by Herbert. Defensively, the Hornets back. Romero, nice spin around move along the baseline. He kisses it off the window. It's 48-31. I'm just looking at numbers for Stu Lurick right now. 22 points, 8 boards. Put a block up there as well. Jessen handing it back to Lurick. Schaefer now to Stu Lurick inside, and will draw the fourth foul on Rowdy Schaefer. Rowdy said, I had all ball. Thought he should have had a jump ball. Throws up his arms.
Team's second goal against the Cougars, as you mentioned, Rowdy again picking up the fourth foul.
So Lurick at the line shooting two.
Clock stopped at 2 minutes exact here in the third.
Lurick with 22, Fornstrom with 12, Herbert 14 for the Cougars. Another missed free throw by the Hornets as Lurick misses on the first side.
This is a Hornets team that in the regular season only had 2 losses. So again, pretty dominant through Class 2A.
Jessen will come on out. Fornstrom back in. Lurick hits on the second one. He will come on out. Schmidl will check in for him. So the senior replaced by the sophomore. So right now you've got 2 sophomores out there, 3 sophomores, including Justin Lurick, and 2 seniors. Herbert will get it in, knocked away by Slade, but right into the hands of Wiley Shearer. Shearer Gets it over the timeline with $1:54 to go. Trying to get past Schmidl. Schmidl had his hand on the shoulder, and guess what? Wiley Shearer kisses it off the window, and that will be a bucket and the harm. 51-31. As we will see Walker come in.
Third whistle going against Pine Bluffs.
So at the line to toe the mark will be Wiley Shearer. We'll see freshman Karsten Freeberg in for Schmidl. Freeberg last night had a nice offensive night.
Kind of confused. They haven't added any points on the board for Wind River.
They put it in Pine's pocket,
so.
Didn't they?
Yeah, because, again, we only have one free throw.
So
unless my count is off, but I don't think it is.
They've got 51-32 on the big board. On top is Freeberg. Freeberg to Slade. Now to Fornstrom. Fornstrom takes it inside and gets it to fall. And the block foul on Walker. They've got 53-32, Nick.
I guess we'll trust them either way. 21-point advantage for Pine Bluffs.
So for the Hornets, it will be Fornstrom towing the mark as he looks to add to his point total. He does so, and the lead now increases to 22. 1:30 left to go in the game in third quarter. Leonhardt over on the far side. They get it into Herbert's hands. He drops it back to Wiley Shearer for three. That's a miss, and Fornstrom with the rebound. Quickly to Slade as the Hornets on the run. Slade over to Schaefer, now to Freeberg. Freeberg back over to Schaefer. Lock load for three. Bang! And a Dalton Schaefer. Trey now putting the game somewhat out of the reach. It's a 25-point advantage for the Hornets. On top is Shearer. Wiley, spin around move, fade away. That's good from about 6 feet out. 42 seconds left to go. The lead is 23. Slade, far side over to Schaefer, on top to Freeberg. Now to Fornstrom. Fornstrom loses the handle. Taken away by Herbert. That's going to be easy money as he kisses it off the window and good. 57-36. Into the corner, it is Freeberg for three. Bang! Karsten Freeberg hits the tray. It's 60-36. Here's a long-range three. Answering right back is Johnson. Check that, Hunter Walker. And it's raining hoops. Schaefer for three. That one will skim off the rim. Rebound pulled down by Leonhardt. After three, Pine 60, Wind River 39. The final 8 minutes. After the 60-second timeout, you're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Delrange across from Powers Field is a proud sponsor of our high school and LCCC student athletes. Chick-fil-A always offers 2 convenient drive-through lanes to pick up your order if you are on the go. Plus, they have an excellent dining room for the whole family. And remember to order ahead. Use the Chick-fil-A app on your phone. Stop into Chick-fil-A today, open Monday through Saturday, where you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're home for the real chicken sandwich taste. Chick-fil-A, Windmill and Delrange.
Wisdom, expertise, compassion, qualities that are the foundation of Cheyenne Urological, with their experienced doctors and their highly trained staff providing top-quality treatment for prostate cancer, urinary tract infections, kidney stones, impotence, and incontinence. You can trust Cheyenne Urological to give you the highest quality urinary care. Now offering the latest in robotic surgery, call Cheyenne Urological at 635-4131. That's 635-4131.
Little discussion at the scorer's table. We are not ready to play yet. We can tell you here on our score sheet, it's 58-41.
Well, I knew I would at least.
Yeah, you were right, but I went off the real scoreboard, and right now it shows that Pine leads by 17, 58-41. That is what's going on. It's not 60-39. What happened was on the bucket by Shearer on the foul, they accredited the points to Pine. So, and Shearer missed the free throw.
That's what I tried to point out, where again, the scoreboard was a little off, and I was trying to figure that out as, again, they will go.
Hornets lead no matter what as we head into the fourth quarter.
Just, again, do they have two more points
but
on
again,
top of it?
We're looking right here. It's up to date. So, again.
And again, right now, a scoreboard, again, one official and also two, again, at least Representative Wind River trying to go over again what their score count is. And I think, again.
And the Wyoming High School Activities Association director, Ron Laird, is over there. And they're absolutely right.
Again, they have a case, and again, I would back up Wind River on saying, hey, that score is incorrect.
Once we have a chance to, sit down, relax, and get everything figured out. Like I said, I went with the scoreboard. But I kept track with Dart.
We've done this enough, again, whether it's football or basketball. Again, I know to trust myself and not the scoreboard. And again, at least I can say once again, I was right.
And again, too, with Wind River over there talking about it at the bench. Shearer, again, let's go back. Shearer hit the bucket. It was a foul on Pine Bluffs.
And again, it was only one shot.
And he missed the free throw. Yeah. And it shows up here that he's 0 for 4 or 2 for 2 for the free throw line. It doesn't show his miss.
So it looks
there we go, 58-41. So I passed the math course once again. So it'll be inbound.
Again, I don't know why you deny it. Again, I know.
Oh, no, I just went with the scoreboard there. It was like, what the heck are they doing? Here's Romero locking and loading for three. That won't go. Rebound pulled down by Jessen. Quickly to Stu Lurick. Back to Fornstrom over the timeline. Starting five for the Hornets. Out on the floor here to open up quarter number 4. 17-point advantage. Still, it's comfortable, but you don't want to relax. They get it down low to Stu. Stu high off the window. That one burps out. He'll get his own rebound and then lose it on the floor. It's picked up by Leonhardt. Leonhardt quickly down court to Johnson. Johnson tried to force one to Romero. Knocked away by Schaefer. And we will see back in quickly Herbert as he will check in for whom? He'll come in for Romero. 7:19 to go. Precious seconds ticking away in the season for the Cougars. Actually, they will play a third or fourth place game if they do happen to lose. Leonhardt on top to Wiley Shearer. He spins around inside, throws it over the right hand. That is no good. Lurick comes down with the rebound, and he'll be fouled by Wiley Shearer.
Big old
tough
collision.
cat.
Yeah, big old collision on the inside there.
I'm sorry, we will correct ourselves on that one. It'll be Calder Johnson with the foul.
He'll pick up his first, team's fourth called against Wind River.
Inbounds to Stu as he will get it to Fornstrom. Here comes the Hornets on the run, and then Jessen slows it down. Quickly to Lurick, now to Fornstrom. Fornstrom takes it inside, grabbed by Leonhardt, and that's all Leonhardt could do. He was beat.
Fifth whistle going against Cougars here as Leonhardt will pick up the foul, his third.
And it will be the act of shooting for Fornstrom. And Fornstrom looking for the first points here of the quarter for either team.
After the brief delay, I figured out the score discrepancy.
First shot is good. Lead is now 18. Under 7 minutes to play.
How about 16 points so far for Ryan Fornstrom?
Lurick is one away from a double-double. Rebound. Second shot, that one pinballed out right into the hands of Wiley Shearer. Quickly down the court comes Leonhardt. He'll step back for the three. Nail it! How about that one for Leonhardt? So he'll make it now a 59-44 score. Fornstrom in the backcourt gets it to Lurick. Lurick over the timeline to Schaefer, to Jessen. Back to Fornstrom, now to Schaefer. Schaefer on the near side. Far side, they get it over to Sloan. Again, this is the senior lineup on the floor for head coach Tyler Kimsey. Schaefer, Lurick. Lurick double team. Flips it over in the corner, near side to Fornstrom. On top they go to Lurick. Schaefer in the corner to Sloan. He bobbles it, gets it off to Fornstrom. On top they go to Lurick for three. Can't get it to fall. Tapped around by Schaefer, but picked up by Wiley Shearer. Shearer driving and then flips it back to Leonhardt. And now He'll fire it over on the far side to Johnson. Blocked! Walker blocks his shot, blocked by Lorick, and then will grab Lorick for the foul. So it will be on Hunter Walker. And that would, again, now we'll have confusion here. Are they going to call that on Lorick? Are you kidding me? So the foul's on Lorick. Oh my, they missed that one terribly. Walker grabbed Lorick. So anyway, Leonhardt with the basketball. He's on top, fires it over to Shearer. Walker in the corner, Leonhardt for three, and back-to-back trays. Cuts the deficit down to 12 with 5:22 to go. Schaefer over the timeline, fouled from behind this time. I'm going to go on a limb and say, hey, it's Walker this time. Wow, Walker's had back-to-back fouls, but has only been ticketed for one. That is his fourth. He should have been adios.
Team 6 whistled against the Cougars.
Inbounds to Slade, who's checked in. He came in for Sloan, and there's number 5. So Walker, his night is done. Kind of had the NBA night, actually had 6.
As that will be the 7th whistle going against the Cougars. Bonus time now for Pine Bluffs to round out this ball game.
So Romero will come into the game for Hunter Walker. So Walker's night ends with 6 points. First shot by Slade is good. The lead is 14. Put the point up on the board there, make me feel good.
Well, they did.
Okay.
So the lead is 13.
Second shot on the way also is good. 61-47 in favor of the Hornets. Got to watch out for Leonhardt now. He's wheeling and dealing the hot hand. On top they go to Shearer for three. That one pinballed out into the hands of Schaefer, quickly to Fornstrom. Fornstrom on a bounce over to Slade. Slade back over to Fornstrom over the timeline. They hand it off to Stu Lorick. Lorick caught up in traffic to Jessen. Jessen back to Fornstrom, burning some clock. No, Fornstrom drives inside, left it way short, and again commits the foul, the frustration foul, which we have seen so many times. Stops the clock with 4:42.
The hack foul there again as Forrester will pick up his third, team's 5th, called against Pine Bluffs. Clock stopped at 4:42.
Romero in the backcourt, Leonhardt. Back over to Herbert. Herbert wants to get inside and travels with it. Good job by Slade. Slade did not give any ground in the paint. Much to the dismay of the Cougar fans.
The Wind River faithful not too happy with that one.
Slade back to Fornstrom. Now to Lorick. Lorick pushes it over the timeline to Slade. Now to Fornstrom. Now it's just milking clock. I don't know if this team knows how to do that. As Lorick drives the bucket, and he will be fouled along the baseline. This one should be on Romero.
Team's 8th called against the Cougars.
So Stu will go to the line to shoot 2. Again, you would figure you got to lead. Might want to, about a 30-second burn if you can. Lorick rims it out to the left.
There's also to a Pine Bluffs team that just loves to, again, add points to their total. Again, not sure if it's the same situation what Coach Ward had to say about his Lady Bronx.
Lorick misses them both. And the rebound into the hands of Johnson. Johnson quickly. And a lean in off the window and good. And a foul on Fornstrom, number 4. I spoke too soon. I am embarrassed.
Count the basket. It is good.
I have inspired the Cougars right now. It is amazing that Wiley Shearer, along with Leonhardt, are taking over. 3-point is good, the old-fashioned 3. It's 61-50, 4:07 to go. Cougars want a timeout. So do we. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Larry Proietti for Cheyenne Pack and Ship. Remember, Jeff and his expert crew will make sure your package is prepared with the most professional care and will arrive to its destination on time. Cheyenne Pack and Ship offers many other specialty services as well, including private mailboxes, notary services, fax, email, copy services, and courier services. Big or small, they pack and ship it all. Cheyenne Pack and Ship at 3901 East Pershing Boulevard. Call for more information at 307-632-9600.
Back to the Ford Wyoming Center. We know we'll be here tomorrow at 5 p.m. I had us booked at 8 o'clock tomorrow, but guess what? Kind of
biting your nails at this point.
Well,
right
I'm kind of almost like not signing it on the dotted line yet because, again, I don't understand it with small school basketball. They don't know how to burn clock. It's just not in their repertoire.
Well, then again, we've seen it out of the Hornets. They know how to. Again, they've done it against Burns a couple times this season, so again, not sure why they're not doing it here in the state tournament.
Calder, check that for the Hornets. Now the basketball is Fornstrom. Jessen drives inside, misses the bunny. Pulled down by Lorick. He misses, and then it's tapped around. Jessen saves it into the hands of Slade. Slade over to Fornstrom. Fornstrom inside, and a timeout called by Tyler Kimsey. And again, the Hornets look just bamboozled right now. 61-50 with 3:32 to go. And we will be back after a quick 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
At the Cheyenne Regional Heart and Vascular Institute, you're welcomed with the warmth of a community hospital and cared for with help from the most advanced technology in the industry. With our full spectrum of in-house heart services and procedures, you can get the treatment you need, recover, and get right back out there, all while remaining close to home. Find out more at CheyenneRegional.org/heart.
Hornets basketball after the timeout. Lorick, by the way, now with a double-double. Inbounds will come to Schaefer. Schaefer to Slade. Slade. And a reach around by Leonhardt. And it will now be Slade at the line to shoot one penalty, right? That's not double bonus.
Yeah, it was the team ninth foul called against Wind River for Leonhardt. That'll be his fourth foul.
All the Hornets need to do is just burn some clock. Slade misses the free throw. Wow, everything right now not coming up roses for Pine Bluffs. Shearer loses the basketball. That is the break Pine needed. In the backcourt, they get it to Fornstrom. Fornstrom was grabbed by Romero and no call. So Fornstrom now over the timeline again, being pushed by Romero and finally gets called. And it'll be double bonus time with Ryan Fornstrom towing the mark a couple of times. What the heck? It was right in front of us. We saw him grabbed.
Well, again, the referee, in transition, did not catch it.
So it will be at the line. Ryan Fornstrom shooting two times. First shot is good. Makes it 62-50. 3:04 in the Taco John scoreboard. That is the fourth foul by the way. Second shot on the way. That one is good. For Romero, I'm sorry, that is his second foul. And a steal in the backcourt by Schaefer. Lorick caught up along the baseline. Travels with it. Missed opportunity again for the Hornets. Still 2:56 to go.
Still a 13-point advantage for the Hornets, though, but it doesn't feel like a comfortable lead.
No, especially when you got Herbert and Shearer out there that can bomb away. And then in the backcourt, Romero walks with it. Good job defensively. They sagged off of him and went over to Leonhardt. And, boy, I'll tell you what, Romero was caught off guard and walked with it. Fornstrom, Slade, with 2:45 to go. Far side into the hands of Schaefer now to Fornstrom. Fornstrom bumped into by Herbert, and that could be adios for Herbert.
As he is heading towards the bench.
That should be number 5.
That'll be number 4.
4, okay.
Herbert.
I was just looking up here. So you got Leonard with 4 as well as Herbert. At the line to shoot 2 times will be Ryan Fornstrom. First shot, way off the mark. I'll tell you what, you don't want to seal the deal against these guys. Tomorrow, you are going to have your hands full against Bighorn. We saw what the Rams can do. Second shot on the way. That is good. And they are bigger. And they like to shoot from the outside.
Have unbelievable size for Bighorn.
And they're not too bad of shooters. Down low, they get it to Johnson. Blocked by Schaefer as they try to get Linhart, but Shearer comes away with it. Paw on his face as he puts it up, and let's see if that's on Jessen.
Team 7th call against Pine Bluffs, as that will go against Lurick. He'll pick up his 3rd.
So Stu picks up number 3, and Wiley Shearer will be at the line to shoot 2. With 2:28 to go. A lot of TikToks left on the Taco John scoreboard. First shot by Shearer is no good. So that is a huge miss right there. Second shot. He eyes it and fires it and will make it. And a timeout called by the Cougars with 2:20 to go. 64-51 in favor of Pine. We're back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
At the Cheyenne Regional Heart and
Enjoy a delicious donut made from the Donut Shop in their bright pink building at 416 Central Avenue next to the Diamond Horseshoe Cafe. Bonnie invites everyone to stop on in and enjoy their freshly made donuts featuring glazed, maple, chocolate-filled donuts, Long John, cinnamon rolls, and so much more. Stop on in and grab your favorite donut or get a dozen or 2 from the Donut Shop at 416 Central Avenue or call and place your donut orders at 426-4013. The Donut Shop is open Monday through Sunday from 4:30 in the morning till 3 p.m.
Nick Proietti courtside. Ford Wyoming Center, where the Hornets are 2:28 away from returning to the state dance. And that would be for the championship round. Slade in the backcourt. Gets it to Fornstrom. Fornstrom to Lurick. Lurick on a bounce over to Fornstrom. Slade, bad pass, taken away by Herbert. Herbert will kiss it off the window and good. This one is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Backcourt pressure, Lurick loses the handle and out, and to the Cougars. Oh my, 64-53. This was a 20-point advantage at one point in the third quarter. Now the Cougars can get it into single digits. Romero, Johnson. Here's a long-range 3 by Herbert. It is an air ball. That is huge defensively for the Hornets with $1:55 left. The Cougars have slapped on some backcourt pressure that has been very intense. Slade has the ball stolen away by Herbert. He took his eye off the prize. Wiley Shearer drives in, misses the shot. Following it up is Herbert. It's 64-55. The wheels coming off, I don't know. Fornstrom gets it over to Jessen. As Fornstrom hits the deck to Lurick.
See if Pine just slow things down here.
Yeah, Fornstrom sends it back to Slade, now to Lurick.
Yes, they will back it out.
Out to Schaefer, now to Jessen. They'll get it over to Fornstrom. Fornstrom on the far side, outside, and he's grabbed by, no, it'll be a timeout called by Tyler Kimsey with $1:12 to go and a 64-55 lead. We'll be back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
In the 1960s, Bruce Lee said, "Be water, my friend." The meaning of that advice has been debated ever since. Here at First Tier Bank, we believe he meant that preserving your liquid assets in a high-yield money market account can get you a decent yield on your funds while maintaining your liquidity in choppy financial markets. We've got some of the best money market rates around, and we'd like to invite you to be water and make your liquid assets work for you. Stop by or call First Tier Bank today with 2 locations to serve you at 1508 Stillwater Avenue and 1800 KRAE Avenue in downtown Cheyenne. Or check us out at firsttierbanks.com. First Tier Banks, member FDIC.
Hey, and I sit here and I'm kind of shaking my head. The lead is 9. We'll see Schaefer on the floor. We'll see Lurick on the floor. We'll see Slade along with Fornstrom and Karsten Freeberg, the freshman.
Again, I don't think it matters, again, what class is out there right now for Pine Bluffs, as we'll have a horn go off for whatever reason.
Again, a late horn.
For no reason. But again, for Pine Bluffs, I think it's more so of, again, the lead comfortability for the Hornets. Again, you kind of saw them sag off a bit. Again, right now, Wind River's making them pay.
Freeberg gets tied up. Is it a jump ball? It's a jump ball, and it will be out to the Hornets. So again, Freeberg, the freshman, allowed himself to get tied up. Luckily, the arrow was in favor of the Hornets. Cross the way, they get it into Schaefer. Schaefer sends it back to Fornstrom, back to Schaefer. Staying outside. Fornstrom pushed down to the deck, and that would be by Johnson, Calder Johnson. That would only be his second foul. It will stop the clock with 58.3 seconds to go, and it will send Fornstrom to the line to shoot a pair.
As again, for Pine Bluffs already in the double bonus here.
First shot on the way is no good.
And I think that's the issue as well, too, is, again, Pine Bluffs not hitting the free throws down the stretch here.
Well, they're only at 64%, less than that now after that miss. They were 16 of 25, now 16 of 26. Fornstrom bends, fires, gets. Lead is 10. It is a 3-possession game. Romero in the backcourt. Wiley Shearer. Shearer wanting to get inside, leans in, gets it to go. A bucket may not do it, though. Lurick finally gets it into Fornstrom in the backcourt. Fornstrom bumped into, finds Schaefer across the way. Schaefer draws a crowd, and Kimsey will call a timeout. 39.8 seconds to go at 65-57 in favor of the Hornets. And Freeberg will come back in as he stepped on out. And the Hornets,
they're down to their final timeout. 2 remaining for Wind River. 39.8 seconds to go here. As, again, Pine Bluffs will have the basketball. It's something that right now, again, I think what you're seeing is more so, again, the comfortability of that 20-point advantage for Pine Bluffs. Again, they kind of turned off the afterburners.
And you do credit what Wind River has done.
They've been fighting the entire way. Again, they have not put their heads down. They've been chipping away at it. And, again, here they come. Again, right now, hot on the hills. So, again, they, at least for Wind River, don't have any fouls to give. So, it's, again, kind of the question right now, what do you do if you're the Cougars, where, again, do you go after a Fornstrom who has struggled a bit at the free throw line?
Well, and Lurick has too. Again, 17 of 27 for the Hornets at the free throw line. So if you are looking at numbers, as I had the percentages there just a moment ago, we'll get to that in a minute. It will be Fornstrom bringing it into Lurick. Lurick holds it, then hands it off to Schaefer. Schaefer to Slade in the corner, and now Slade is mugged. And let's see who commits that foul. That might be on, I think
Romero.
It's going to be on Romero.
As he'll pick up his, I do believe, third foul.
Hornets at the free throw right now, 63%. Jessen will come in on the next horn. Slade's first shot is good. Again, double bonus. Freeberg comes out. Jessen back in.
That free throw makes it now a 3-possession game.
And Freeberg gets both free throws, 67-57. Quickly down court, they get it to Calder Johnson. Johnson fires to nobody, and Shearer can't save it. That one pretty much will seal the deal. So Freeberg will come back in.
It definitely will seal the deal as, again, 4-possession game, 23.4 seconds to go as Pine Bluffs looks like we'll return to the state title game to take on Bighorn.
They made it interesting, though. And also, too, and I question with Freeberg coming in, I'm venturing to say he's probably the better of the free throw shooters with him and Jessen. And then bear hugged in the backcourt is Stu Lurick by Johnson.
Clock stopped at 17.7 seconds.
So Calder Johnson.
As you hear the band section that traveled here from Pine, again saying we want Bighorn.
So Calder Johnson committing the foul. That is his third. Stu Lurick will toe the mark. Lurick with 23 points. He's 6 of 11 from the free throw line, but does have the double-double. First shot is good. As he's like, yes, finally got one to fall. 7 of 12 now. Freeburg steps out, and it will be Jessen back in. This Kimsey playing a little chess. Second shot is also good. Justin Lurick will come back in as he will check in for Fornstrom, and Schmidl will come in as the Hornets with 17.7 seconds realize that they now have the lead big time with the win. 69-57. Romero pushing it out quickly, losing the handle of the basketball, and then throws it in the backcourt. It will over and back. It was a delayed call by the official. I was waiting for that call.
It'll be ball out to Pine Bluffs. 8.6 seconds to go.
Right in front of us is Justin Lurick. He will trigger it in. Nothing like a number 5 in my face right now.
Again, for the Pine Bluffs Hornets, will play again for another state championship coming up tomorrow night, 8 o'clock here at the Ford Wyoming Center. Again, taking on Bighorn.
Get the ball into Slade, and Slade doesn't really even have to bring it out of the backcourt. He will slap hands with the official, and that's it. Boy, I'll tell you what, in the fourth quarter, Cougars made it interesting, and the Hornets also did their part to make it interesting, but they come away with a 69-57 win. Pine moves on to the championship game tomorrow as they will face the Bighorn Rams. That will be slated for 8 p.m.ish. 5 o'clock it will be the Lady Bronx and the Lady Doggers of Lingle Fort Laramie at 5 p.m.ish for that tip-off. We will also be over at Casper Natrona 12:30 p.m.ish for a tip-off between the Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds and the Thunder Basin Lady Bolts. The all revenge games headed your way tomorrow for championships.
Again, looking forward to it as it'll be a busy Saturday for us again, whether it's Class 4 East Regional Tournament or again for 2 potential state championships. Again, that's unbelievable to say that again in Class 2A. Again, we have 2 teams in Eastern Laramie County again vying for a championship, whether it's Burns Lady Bronx for their first ever state championship. For Pine Bluffs, the Hornets are looking for back-to-back state titles.
All right, we'll be back. Final numbers after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
When shopping for that special someone or looking for that unique piece to accent your home, then look no further than giftconnections.net. At giftconnections.net, you'll see beautiful handmade pieces done by Rolf Lidberg of Sweden, featuring his work with trolls and tomtars, which are only sold in Cheyenne and Laramie County by a Cheyenne veteran who wants you to experience the beauty and craftsmanship in each piece. Shop at home or at work today by shopping locally at giftconnections.net. Remember to go to the KYOI BOGO icon for the buy one, get one offer at giftconnections.net. Visit Halliday Subaru in Cheyenne. At Halliday Subaru, you'll find one of the largest Subaru selections in Wyoming, always at low Halliday common sense prices, including the most popular Subaru models like Outback, Forester, and the Ascent. View lease and finance specials online at HallidaySubaru.com. Then visit Halliday Subaru, Westland Road, Motor City, Cheyenne. Experience the Halliday difference, the beginning of hassle-free driving.
Come see how the Halliday difference can make a big difference for you. The Halliday difference.
For nearly 30 years, family-owned and operated Lennox Auto Body, along with the Auto Glass and Detail Center, has been serving our community with quality and customer satisfaction. It's a pretty simple drill. When you want it done right the first time, call Lennox Auto Body for an appointment at 307-634-6608. Lennox Auto Body at 1020 Dunn Avenue and the Auto Glass and Detail Center. Remember, it's not clean until it's Lennox clean at 617 East Pershing Boulevard.
Lennox Auto Body. No shortcuts, no compromise.
Are you looking for a pharmacist who will actually take the time to talk to you? Then come to Medicap Pharmacy. We're dedicated to healthcare only, which means we'll fill your prescription quickly, and then we'll make time to listen, answer your questions, explain your prescriptions, and tell you about possible drug interactions.
Medicap Pharmacy. We'll
Medicap Pharmacy, 1947 Bluegrass Circle, next to Texas Roadhouse in Cheyenne. Or call 635-3712.
The state championship game tomorrow. We'll talk about that here before we sign off. Late in the third quarter, I had them at 55-34, and I was writing off the Cougars. And I'll tell you what, the Cougars kind of impressed me as they did not go away and hide, as they came back even to outscore the Hornets in quarter number 4, 16-11. They were hitting from the outside. But let's go through the numbers here real quick for Wind River. 8 in quarter number 1, 12 in quarter number 2, 21 in quarter number 3, 16 quarter number 4 for their 57. They were led tonight scoring-wise by J.C. Herbert's 20 points. Wiley Shearer had 14 points, 11 points for Braden Leonard, 6 points for Hunter Walker, and then it falls off. Calder Johnson with 2, Wombley Romero with 2, and Rowdy Shearer with 2. Rebounding-wise, they got outboarded 39-23, 19 on the defensive side, 4 offensively, and the leading board getter was Wiley Shearer. He had 8. Turnovers, 16 for the Cougars, and they had 6 steals. From the free throw line, they shot 71%, from the field 43%, and from the land of 3, they were 30%. For the Hornets, 20, 16, 22, 11 for their 69, and they were paced by Stu Lorix, 25 points and 11 rebounds for the double-double. 20 points for Ryan Fornstrom, 10 for Jacob Slade. 10 points for the sophomore as he came in relief. 4 points for Dalton Schaefer, 3 for Karsten Freeberg, 2 for Colin Jessen, 2 for Sean Schmidl, and 3 for Justin Lorick. Again, 39 total rebounds for the Hornets, 27 defensively, 12 offensively. Again, Stu Lorick with 11, and we look at Jessen with 7 rebounds. They did turn it over 12 times, had 6 steals and 4 block shots. Again, the largest lead, 54-34, but the Hornets hang on for a 69-57 win and a date with the state championship tomorrow. They got a tough customer, Bighorn Rams. I'm telling you, we watch them. They are big. They can hit from the outside, and again, it's going to be a tough road to win that championship. Prior to that, the Burns Lady Broncs will take on the Lady Doggers of Lingle Fort Laramie. That'll be at 5, and prior to that, we're over at Casper Natrona High School. Join us at 12:30ish tomorrow, as we will have the Lady Thunderbirds and the Lady Bolts. Nick is a little bit under the weather.
I was going to say a 3 championship game for Saturday again for 12:30. That East versus Thunder Basin. Again, that is for the East Regional Girls Championship. Again, decide number 1 and number 2 seed. Again, we will move on 5 o'clock here. Burns is looking for their first ever state championship. And again, for the Pine Bluffs Hornets, they're looking to repeat as champs here in Class 2A. So again, a busy full day of championship action here in Casper. Again, whether it's at Natrona or here back at the Ford Wyoming Center. Again, you'll have these games here. 1480 AM, 101.1 FM, 1480 KRAE.com on the audio side, and 1480 KRAE's YouTube channel.
All right, we're going to wrap things up here real quick. We want to say thank you a long way again to our fine sponsors, U.S. Air Force Recruiting Office, Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Delrange Medicap Pharmacy, Page and Zach Lane, number 1 Properties, Print LLC, GiftConnections.net, The Donut Shop on Central Avenue, affordable computer repair, 2 doors down, also Shine Auto Repair and Service, Fat Boys Tire and Auto, Burns Insurance Company, First Tier Bank, Wyoming Department of Transportation, Key of Cheyenne, the Gill Window Company, Cheyenne Pack and Chip, Cheyenne Urological, Merritt Plumbing and Heating, Platte Valley Bank, Halliday Motors, Cheyenne Regional Medical Center, Lennox Auto Body, and the Auto Glass and Detail Center, MHP, LLP, and Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union. Once again, the final score, Pine Bluffs over the Wind River Cougars, 69-57. For Nick Proietti and Lanny Daces back in the house, pushing all the right buttons, I'm Larry Proietti. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 12:15. Live around 12:15, we'll say tentatively, from Casper Natrona High School East and Thunder Basin in our first contest on the ladies' side. We'll be back tomorrow. You have a great night and a great weekend. For Nick Proietti, Lanny Daces, I'm Larry Proietti. Good night from the Ford